council meeting over the ongoing problem of prostitution in Bario Logan.
The Vista man accused of killing a woman was in court today. More on how he knew the victim coming up.
One of the worst roads in San Diego, Parkdale Avenue in Mira Mesa, getting a complete makeover. I'll have the details.
San Diego State's women's hoops is teaming up with Feeding San Diego to meet a critical need.
Finding a spark in every student, we honor Mr. Mendiola, this month's classroom hero.
CBS 8 News live at 6 starts right now.
Young neighborhood girls are being approached by pimps and asking them to work in the streets.
We begin tonight with ongoing concern in Bario Logan over sex workers looking for business right out in the streets. But tonight we're learning there may be a solution in the works. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
And I'm Anna Laurel in for Marcella Lee. The issue of sex workers in Bario Logan was front and center at a city council meeting earlier this week when the police chief gave council an update on crime in the city. As CBS 8's David Godfredson reports, that's also when the chief got an earful.
We have open air prostitution, women walking with close to no clothes on.
It all started when the San Diego Police Department displayed this graphic to the City Council on Tuesday, showing prostitution was down 15.7% in the city. City Council member Vivian Moreno spoke up.
I think folks in Delbergia would just flip out over this number.
Chief Scott Wall tried to explain the reason the prostitution numbers were down in 2024 was because there was more police enforcement in 2023.
Yeah, I don't think that that number is reflective of what we see out on the street. What that number is reflective of is the amount of enforcement that's taking place.
CBS 8 has been reporting on the rampant prostitution on Delbergia Street in Bario Logan for the past 4 years. This video was recorded this morning. This video showing a woman inhaling an unknown substance was recorded earlier this month. Last year, AB 357 went into effect, decriminalizing loitering for the purpose of prostitution in California. The new law aimed at preventing officers from unfairly targeting transgender people also made it more difficult for police to arrest sex workers.
Just to be straight with it, we need better tools to address this issue. And, there have been legislative changes in the state that have made it difficult for us to have an impact on prostitution.
Councilmember Moreno pushed back.
You see National City PD with their towers up, trying to stop the prostitution from happening on their side. And we don't see those efforts from our PD.
That's when Todd Gloria's deputy chief of staff stepped in, saying the mayor supports 2 new bills in Sacramento that would reinstate the crime of loitering for prostitution.
A lot of these state changes would take this out of vice and specialized units and return it to regular patrol cops to be able to enforce. That's a big hindrance right now, is a lot of the efforts at the PD level is specialized units, massive operations, a lot of overtime, which prohibits us from doing this on a consistent basis.
The police chief added the new bills also have provisions to get sex workers the help they need.
We're not looking to put these women into the jail system. It's not the goal that we're looking for. What we're looking for is to get them to take the help that's available because they are in way over their head.
Those 2 bills, AB 63 and AB 379, are headed to the Public Safety Committee, one of them next week. We'll let you know what happens. In Bario Logan, David Godfredson, CBS 8.
All right, David, thank you. New tonight, there's a confirmed shark sighting in Carlsbad. City leaders say it was spotted today near Lifeguard Tower 37, just north of Tamarack Beach. They did not say what type of shark it was. Signs are posted, though, and both city and state beaches are open. But lifeguards are advising people not to get into the water for the next 24 hours out of an abundance of caution.
Tonight, 5 people are in custody after a SWAT standoff at a home in Mira Mesa. Police say when they searched the property on Calico Street, they found 3 stolen trailers. Police say when they arrived, officers called out for anyone inside one of those trailers. and a man came out and was taken into custody, but a standoff started when others inside the property refused to come out. SWAT was then called in and used flashbangs before suspects eventually surrendered. We heard from Matthew Rakers. He tells us he triggered this investigation after his trailer was stolen last week. Following a tip, he found it near this home on Calico Street.
Times are tough. It sucks if you get to the point where you feel like you have to steal from local businesses. But the economy sucks right now, so sympathy. I feel bad for all the people involved.
Police are now investigating whether this is part of a larger organized theft ring.
The Vista man accused of killing a woman, then refusing to surrender to police, answered to charges in court today.
It prompted a SWAT standoff that lasted most of Wednesday until he eventually gave himself up. CBS 8's Alex Cheney was in the courtroom and joins us live with what he's just learned about the victim. Alex.
Carlo, we just obtained court papers that say Malcolm Pope is charged with brutally killing his own mother. And today in Vista Court, he entered a plea of not guilty.
He pleads not guilty.
26-year-old Malcolm Pope pled not guilty today to a murder charge of killing his own mother with a knife. CBS 8 obtained court papers showing the murder charge with the victim's name, his mother, Maria Pope, with the additional accusation that Pope used a knife to commit the murder. Maria Figueroa is the next-door neighbor to the home in Vista. She says Malcolm lived with his mom, and she told her that she was worried about her son.
Your opinion, Malcolm's mom ever told you she was afraid of her son?
Today, the judge ordered us to not show Pope's face, but we know what he looks like. Our video from the SWAT standoff shows Malcolm in the street with a flag draped around his shoulders. Neighbors say this isn't the first time there's been police activity at the home. This is video from another SWAT standoff in 2021 showing deputies taking Malcolm away from the same house.
Same incident happened. Like officers pulled up. He wasn't willing to come out, and he came out to like 11 p.m. So it's kind of like the same deal that happened today.
Neighbors say Pope is a veteran and suffers from mental illness and possible drug use. The judge ordered Pope to be held without bail. He is facing a sentence of 25 years to life for the murder charge. Pope's next court appearance is set for May 6th. Reporting live in Vista, I'm Alex Cheney, CBS 8.
Today, U.S. Representatives Juan Vargas, Sarah Jacobs, and Mike Levin, alongside the San Diego County Medical Society, are speaking out against potential cuts to Medicaid. They say Republicans in Congress are working to pass a budget that sets up more than $800 billion in cuts to Medicaid. Democrats say gutting the program would have a devastating impact on San Diego's health services and threaten access to care for families, seniors, and people with disabilities.
San Diego, 1 in 4 residents count on Medicaid. 1 in 4 in San Diego. Just think of how the community here would be devastated. In my district alone, more than 275,000 people on Medicaid are at risk of losing their health care.
We're going to cut.
Earlier this month, Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson vowed to protect benefits for eligible recipients. He said there's billions of dollars in waste, fraud, and abuse happening in Medicaid, and that's where the money for benefits can be found. Tonight, a powerful display of community spirit on the court and off. San Diego State's women's basketball team is stepping away from the hardwood and into the fight against hunger.
With dozens of schools on a waiting list for food assistance, these Aztec athletes are making an impact at Lincoln High School today, where we're told the need is overwhelming. CBS 8's Abby Black shows us how this team effort is feeding both the bodies and the souls of the people in the community.
San Diego State's women's basketball players are filling a critical need here at Lincoln High. With 36 schools still waiting for food pantries like this one, these athletes are stepping up when it matters most.
As freshman point guard Naomi Panganiban sorts through bags of oats, she grasps the impact each package will have on families facing food insecurity.
How's your family?
This Eastlake native from La Jolla Country Day competed against Lincoln High players growing up.
I mean, I've grown up going to these same locations and seeing a lot of familiar faces and all of us just helping out together.
Power forward Bailey Barnhart is paying it forward. The Del Norte High graduate didn't fully understand the need until packing 130 food bags bags today.
I know that this community has given me so much, so just being able to give back and really try and make a difference is just really special.
As the team finishes loading bags, families with carts and cars line up beyond the school gates.
Yeah, this will definitely help us. Money's coming along soon. I do work, but this just helps along. This goes a long way, honestly.
Ajax Contreras, both a student volunteer and recipient, takes home 2 bags for their family of 9.
We're able to save a lot of money on groceries, to be able to pay rent, pay bills.
Feeding San Diego serves 60 school pantry programs with 36 schools still waitlisted, many relying on free and reduced meals.
No mom, no parent, no anyone should ever have to experience, and no kid should ever have to worry about that. And so if we can at least try to alleviate that one need.
Each dollar donated provides 2 meals, with all donations matched this month. The Mesa Foundation created this partnership, connecting Aztec basketball with community service.
Our student athletes are rock stars on the court, in the classroom, and in the community, and that's something we really pride ourselves on.
That pride shows on every volunteer, family, and player.
It's sad that some people have to be in the situations where they need to come up to school to do this, but at the same time, you got to do what you have to do for your family, and I think that it's beautiful that we get to help them.
In Lincoln Park, Abby Black, CBS 8.
Now, if you don't have any weekend plans, we've got you covered.
Yeah, the San Diego Padres are making their CBS 8 debut tomorrow night. Well, their debut since back in 1996. That's the last time they were on our air. But they'll be taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. The broadcast starts at 5:15, but you can join us before that for a special pregame edition of CBS 8 Live at 4:30 and another special edition afterward. Saturday night is baseball night on CBS 8.
There's a lot of headlines in that story, and there's one we did not even mention. You're throwing out the first pitch.
Yes, I'll be there.
I'm excited.
I'll be doing that.
I'm
we'll
so
see how
excited.
it goes. You're just setting me up.
It's going to be great.
An effort to extend last call for bars all across California moves forward.
We've got those details coming up. Plus, the update we're hearing from San Diego universities as the Trump administration drops a legal challenge over the status of international students in the U.S.
And popular retailers Temu or Shein are blaming rising clothing prices on President Trump's tariffs. Still ahead, we'll take a look at how much prices have changed just this.
Quick tip, Carlo, don't pitch from the bump. Take a couple steps. Take a couple steps in. Hey, we've got your game forecast and your weekend forecast. I'm meteorologist Sean Stiles coming your way.